let's talk a little bit about what you can do, Dennis, as a listener to achieve work-life balance. Dentistry is hard work. Naren, do you recognize that?
Yeah, absolutely, Gary. It is hard work. I mean, you are kind of running a small business. You are doing the work. You are doing the dentistry. You're managing your team. You are doing everything else that a business owner does. hiring, marketing, legal, taxes,
HR,
like everything. So it is tough.
And it's hard. It's hard physically and emotionally.
Yeah, and you have to keep learning too, because it's not one of those things where you can say, "Oh, I know everything." You have to keep learning.
In fact, maintaining your license requires that you keep learning.
Yes.
And it's hard physically and emotionally. Statistically, a majority, over 50% of dentists will experience some work-related challenge physically. Whether it be eyesight or hearing or back pain, shoulder pain, neck pain, joint issues relative to repetitive motion. Dentistry has many work-related challenges that dentists face. So it's hard physically, but it's also very difficult emotionally as well. And because of that, I really believe that one of the keys to have a work-life balance is for you, doctor, to have a 3-day work week, Now that flies completely in the face of what we've been taught, in the world, right? Because, our work week is supposed to be a 40-hour week, right? Yes. And the truth is, when you own your own business, you often work way more than 40 hours. I know that throughout much of my career, I had 80-hour work weeks. And I'm not exaggerating. Quite literally 80-hour work weeks. And we kind of wear that, or I did at one time, I wore that as a badge of honor. Kind of like a martyr, right? Yes. But I'm going to suggest that a pathway to extend your career and enjoy your career, is to enjoy the journey as much as the destination. The destination isn't to get to retirement. The destination is to enjoy the journey along the way. And one of the ways to do that is to achieve an effective work-life balance. And I think a key to do that is to work a 3-day work week. And I'm not talking about 3 12-hour days. That simply will cause more challenges to do that. I'm talking about working 3 regular days, regular 8-hour days. There's lots of different ways you can do that. And we often teach our clients to do that. That can be done as a solo practice. I have a handful of clients that work 3 days a week by their choice and have as a solo dentist. And their choice is to remain a solo dentist. For whatever reason they don't want to bring on an associate or bring on a partner. They'd like to run their own show themselves. And they do that, and they do it very successfully. However, I will say there are challenges to that. The 2 challenges to a solo dentist 3-day-a-week practice is being available for your patients. Like, for example, if a potential patient could only come in on a Friday, we're not going to be accommodating to that patient. They're going to have to choose another dentist. And secondly, to provide our team members with enough hours. The solo clients that we have in my coaching base typically are providing their team members with 28, 29 hours a week. And that happens to work in these practices, but that doesn't work for a lot of the workforce. A lot of times they need more hours than that. So it can be done, but it's a challenge. I think a better model is to have a 2-doctor practice, 5-day a week, be open Monday through Friday. For example, the hours that we really like and we recommend to our clients, if it works for them, is 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., Monday through Thursday. And then Friday, 7 to 2. So work a shorter schedule on 2 because we found that Friday afternoons tend to kind of blow out in the schedule. But you can typically keep a very full productive schedule till about 2 o'clock on Friday. And then 1 doctor working perhaps Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, kind of following the model we did at Life Smiles. 1 doctor can work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 2nd doctor can work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And you can have a very, very, very successful practice doing that. And by the 3-day work week, doctor, you're going to accomplish two things that many of you don't have today. And that's more family time. And secondly, the ability to take a massive amount of CE and not take it at the expense of your family. Because if we're working a 3-day week combined with an appropriate number of weeks off per year of vacation time, then you're going to have enough time to pursue significant postgraduate CE and not have that postgraduate CE come at the expense of your family. Now, another thing I've observed in my work over my career is that every world-class dentist I've ever met, everyone, without exception, is passionate about taking a massive amount of CE. And they take many times the hourly requirement that's required. And that's been a common denominator among world-class practices. So I want you to be able to take that, but not take it at the expense of your family time. So what I'm trying to say is I want you to have it all. I want you to have a very successful practice, a thriving practice. Remember my definition of a thriving practice? It's one that provides personal, professional, and financial satisfaction. Personal satisfaction means you're taking care of people you enjoy, surrounded by a team you love. Professional satisfaction means you're doing more of the kind of dentistry you love to do, whatever that is, whatever type of dentistry that is. And then the third element, financial satisfaction, more self-explanatory. It means you're being rewarded handsomely, financially, for your care, skill, and judgment. So I believe you can have that all. Why can I say that? Because I helped Paul and Tim achieve that in our own practice at Life Smiles, and we've been able to help hundreds of practices, hundreds of dentists achieve that in their life.